What they found out was that over 2,300 deleted messages were found from just 1 week, the same week that she was told not to delete anything. All right, so I have the forensics behind Megan and Milagro. So let's talk about this from a forensic perspective. So if you've been seeing Megan Thee Stallion and the blogger Milagro Cooper, aka Mob's World, pop up in your feed, this is not just internet beef. It's actually legal. Megan is suing her for defamation, harassment, and cyber stalking. Now, the backstory is what matters. So Megan and her team is saying that Milagro has been running a smear campaign since the Tory Lane trial. So she's saying that they've been spreading lies, they've been boosting conspiracy theories, and there was a deepfake video that used AI, to make it look like Megan was in a sex tape. So with that false sex tape video made with AI, Milagro liked it publicly, and then I guess she told her followers to go look at it. Like, I don't know what she was thinking about that, but where it started to get spicy was when you're being sued, right? Or even when a lawsuit is about to drop, they tell you that you need to preserve your evidence. And guess what? That's not what happened. She was deleting text. She was clearing her DMs. She tried to pull all of that and she got caught, basically. So Megan's team sent her a preservation letter basically saying, hold on to all of your messages, especially anything with Tory Lanez or his daddy, Sonstar Peterson. Instead of preserving it, she allegedly did the exact opposite. So the court brought in a forensic firm, FTI Consulting, who used Celebrite to image her phone. I actually used that when I was in digital forensics. Popular tool. So if you don't know, Celebrite is a government level technology that recovers deleted messages, timestamps, app data, basically everything that you thought was gone. And what they found out was that over 2,300 deleted messages were found from just 1 week, the same week that she was told not to delete anything. Her entire WhatsApp history was wiped clean, and all of the missing messages lined up perfectly with texts from Tori's dad. So on December 22nd, 2022, she texted Tory and his dad, and then right after those convos, hundreds of messages basically were showing as vanished from the digital forensic expert perspective. And then again on October 30th and November 6th, his dad texted her and said, call me, and boom, they noticed more gaps, more deleted messages there. And they could all see that because every iPhone message has what's called a row ID. And that's basically a digital serial number for every text. Yeah. So when there's a gap in that sequence, obviously it's going to illustrate that something's been deleted. So when they saw those missing row IDs, thousands of them, it told them that those messages were intentionally being removed. So they also found some screenshots in her recently deleted folder showing a chat with his dad, waiting to be permanently erased. I think it's after like 30 days. So they found that as well. So basically she was caught red-handed with her own phone. Now, if that wasn't enough, they found evidence that she used WhatsApp up until March 2025, and then she deleted the app before handing the phone over, which means that all of those conversations on WhatsApp are gone as well. Now, in forensics terms, they call that spoliation of evidence, which basically is you destroying or hiding information that could be used in a case. And the judge basically said that she acted in bad faith, meaning that it wasn't a mistake, it wasn't an accident, it was actually something that she did deliberately. So now she's facing monetary sanctions, and when this goes to trial, the jury will be told that they can assume the deleted messages were basically bad for the case, which is why they were removed in the first place. So, yeah.
I feel like, well, too bad she can't afford bronze steel, but if she could, she probably could get out of it, because deletion is not necessarily an admission of guilt, but it does paint that narrative, because in court, it's not about what you know about what you can prove. Mm-hmm. And like, can they prove whatever she said to Sunstar and everybody else? But I remember, like, I kind of got not fond of her, but I found out about her 3 years ago. And I remember the incident with the AI thing. And I think what happens a lot of times too is people are ignorant of their followings.
That's what it was. It wasn't that she just liked it. I think it was the fact that she liked it and she told her
Yeah, I remember.
supporters
I
to
remember
go.
going to that stream though.
Yeah.
What I remember from what she said, it was like, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. But I don't really think that was necessarily done in the most malicious way because she makes her money off of that type of content.
Yeah.
But I think what happens is based on her content, and that's how people could take it as. Because afterwards, like when they found out, like, oh, this is not real, which is to me, it's kind of easy to see when something is AI. But we have trained eyes, and she doesn't. I think that's where like she messed up at. It's a couple of things I think that she messed up at, but it's hilarious. And now when you was talking about this, when was that? When I was in Shreveport, July, I believe. I think I was in Shreveport either in July or August, and I was listening to a deposition because they tried to rope in academics with like one of Meg's.
I do remember. Yep.
When I tell you, act wipe the floor with that lady, like literally, because they don't have anything on them. Like he don't take anything from nobody, so they can't never say that somebody pays you to do something or whatever. So his stuff is always more like music based on people from actual labels and not personal like relationships. But it was hilarious. Like she was getting so frustrated because she was trying to corner him. He's like, "You can't do this to me." Because I think and this is not really about act, but he was like, "Hey, people, I want y'all to know I did go to Rutgers. Like I'm not like a stupid guy." And so and this is the things now where people are just like, hey, you need to know how this works, and how can you who don't know there's a recently deleted tab to delete it.
But my thing is, I feel like it was a master class on digital forensics because to someone who doesn't know, you thought you deleted it and there's no way they can recover it. And I feel like I said this a while back, but anything that you do leaves a trail. No, opening the message, open up the camera, it doesn't matter. All of that has an audit trail. And with the right tool, clearly you can see thousands of rows are missing and it's hard to sell the story at that point. So I thought it was interesting and a cool case to highlight from a digital forensic perspective in terms of you thinking you deleted something and then you find out that there could potentially be more to the story. And then why did you delete it?
Yeah, nah, for sure. And I also want to know, do you think Apple was going to play ball if they need to subpoena stuff from iCloud servers?
Nope.
So that's like,
especially not in this case. Because what was the bigger case that it was it was a shooting or something like
I can't remember, but yeah, you're right. Like they are about the privacy, but that's like a rock in the slippery, like rocking between a hard place when you think about it. I honestly, if you want me to be totally honest about this, it's similar. It's akin to Tasha K versus Cardi B. Cardi B knew she had more money than Tasha K, so I got all day to play with you because you play with me. That's literally kind of what it is. And it, I'm not going to make this a whole what happened in the forensics, but the forensics of the main case don't line up. So that's why there's so much. That's the reason why like this situation is happening right now is so much controversy of like nobody really knows what happens because of chain of custody was not done the correct way that night.
I don't think that people think about social media and all of these digital footprints and things that, people aren't thinking about it. They're just living their everyday life. But in cases like this, especially when there's a conflict, a heated exchange, especially in the world that we live in today, you have to be careful about the things that you say and do, especially if you have all of these people, around you, because celebrities are suing people for defamation. And more now than ever before.
And I'm glad, well, not glad, but since we're talking about one of the things you talked about with Meg was the AI video. And also I want to say, I think she's full of it because I think her and Clay's relationship is too performative. Anytime in real life I've seen people that's actually like together for real, not trying to look good to everybody else, they ain't post every day to show, oh, I'm making you fish or spaghetti or this. Like, they didn't post that. So, I ain't jacking that. Ah, shoot.
What were you about to say?